Previously on Final Fantasy XIV DawnTrail.
We tread on. The darkened skies above a mirror to my heart, clouded with fear and uncertainty.
How bizarre. This cannot be Yassolani, can it?
Heritage found. Oh, they done changed the name of it. Yeah. So we're in Heritage Forge, which is the fifth final area. Or the fifth area. Almost to the final area. Heritage found. Heritage found. My bad. Yeah, Heritage found. Why did I say Forge? Wait, this is the day theme. And I haven't got to really hear the day theme. Cool. Alrighty, where is, here she is. I'm pretty sure this is Yassolani Station. But from the state of it, I swear it was abandoned years ago. Huh. I'm not sure what makes it this. We should look around a bit more. Okay. You were hoping this area was snack theme, not lab theme? Sorry to disappoint. We're in a very peak point of the story, so I think everything will be more technical. The building is rotting to husk. It has clearly been many years since anyone lived here. The tracks are heavily rusted. It would seem they have been tended for a long time. They haven't been. You found a train turntable. The thick layers of rust suggest it has been used in years. Yeah, it is always worth talking to him again. Oh, definitely spoilery, so if you want to, you can lurk. I don't want to spoil anybody on this. Oh. There's a... You're just chilling there. Just chilling. So these are robots. Because why would it just be standing there? Finished poking around, have you? Let's gather everyone then. I want you all to take a look at this. It's one of the mechanical soldiers, long since broken apparently. But I say its presence confirms this is indeed Zoro Jaw's domain we're in. What about the rest of you? Did you learn anything? Yeah, pretty much everything here is old. So all the evidence suggests that Yassolani Station... I have no doubt we're in Yassolani. But I don't understand why these buildings are so run down. They were completely barely a year ago. For new structures to deteriorate and enormous ones to appear and flash, if I didn't know better, I'd say flows differently here. I like how there's thunder in game and there's also thunder outside. I see it with my window. It was flashing at the exact same time. Is there such a thing even possible? We have encountered this phenomenon before. As it happens, though it may be difficult to believe, our world is but one of several. In some respects, they are similar to another, but in others, wholly different. We call them reflections. Simply put, the rift between dimensions causes time to flow at a different pace in each world. While hours pass in one, years may have come and gone in another, right? But if this is Yassolani, then we should still be in the source. The flow of time should be synchronized. I'm not sure if I follow all this talk of reflections and dimensions and world travel, but if Aranville says this is Yasselani, then it must be. Your village is a little further along, right? Aranville. Huh? Oh. Yes, it's a short distance to the northwest. Let's head there next. Then, rather than talk in theory, it's always better to confirm things firsthand. Right. Oh, it's operational. Oh, giving the classic... Yeah, it's giving us the classic text box. May I be of assistance? It's functioning. It doesn't seem to be hostile, at least. Perhaps we can ask some questions? Can you tell us where we are? Unable to confirm credentials. Please present citizen identification. I repeat, unable to confirm credentials. Confirm. Confirm. It was broken after all. Too strange by half. Let's leave it be and get going. Are those lightning rods? Lightning rods from Final Fantasy X? Hopefully not. Would you accompany me for a moment? There's something I want to investigate. Sure. Well, I saw that head go down. I saw that head go down. It's like mannequins. As soon as you turn away, they start looking at you. Zone 5 is pretty big spoiler, but Zone 6 is do not watch probably. Oh, I definitely think Zone 6 is gonna be a do not watch. If someone is not there, yeah, don't be watching. Cool. Look there, the lightning appears to be drawn to those pole-shaped structures over yonder. The design suggests there's some manner of lightning rod. Let's go take a closer look. I like how we're not telling our crew that we're doing this. We're just doing it on our own. Yeah, I'm gonna try to save Zone 6 for like a stream where I can do it for a long period of time. Maybe like a Friday stream or something. Wow, look at this guy. And yoink. Oh, they really did change. What? They really... Oh, they really did change some stuff. Yep, the debuff is not there no more. Dang, I'm really disappointed that they removed the debuff because I like the debuff. Okay. I see. Another peaceful creature dead? Peaceful? He looked like he was getting ready to take me out. Look at him. Always after the wildlife. Ignored the sword? No, he looked like he was gonna put me in half. This material appears to be the same as used in the mechanical soldiers and warships. It does. On closer inspection, it appears to be bare fine etchings, rather reminiscent of arcane runes. These I suspect they're not merely decorative. I would pose it's used to harness lightning as a source of energy. Quite impressive technology. I've shared this observation with Yerstola for a blessing. The dome doesn't appear to interfere with link pearls. Thanks for accompanying me. Let's head to the village and find the others. Wow, and one of them just got striked right in front of us. You want me to poke an A rank? Well, if we run into an A rank, I'll probably poke it. Yeah, I'm just getting my beastery filled out. Preparations for Beastmaster. That's right. You got it. Cool. Alright. Try to catch up with the rest of it. Oh yeah! By the way, look what I got over the weekend. It dropped. I got the minion from Sky Deep's a note. Never trust a gleaner. You hope Aaronville's a Beastmaster NPC? You know, that actually makes sense. Now that you say that, I really hope that's the case. Yeah, I figured out how they changed the Viper combo. We don't have the dots no more, but all the other stuff kind of... all the attacks now link together like Monk in a sense, and the attacks also have a potency boost from what I've seen. Let's stay vigilant. Oh, Aaronville. Oh yeah, poor Aaronville. His village is not even here. Oh, you can kind of see he's not feeling it over there too. No sign of anyone. This is Aaronville's village? Oh, I feel bad for him. What in the world? I see another robot.
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here? And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone?
Oh, it's that mysterious girl. What is she doing here?
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows.
She kind of sounds like Ash.
Sriracha has told me a great deal about you.
Sriracha?
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria.
Are we talking FF9 Alexandria? Oh, her outfit is very detailed. It is. I like it.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Queen of Reason?
If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
This definitely sounds like FF9 music. So it has to be FF9 Alexandria.
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a king of resolve. Zorulja holds that title, and together do we reign.
Why?
Then you are both behind the attack on Tulishola.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Zorulja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I. It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
Our aid? I'll admit I cannot imagine King Zorulja is keen to share and share alike, but if what you say is true, you're still the queen.
Right.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it. A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
Right, that's what I'm wondering.
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasolani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know!
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself. What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol.
I don't think we ever heard of like reflections clashing with one another before, like merging. Unless there was like a void gate or something that was left open.
Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barrier surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the first.
Right.
Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, There's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides...
You're right.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tulihyolal?
Noble Wuk Lamet, shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zorolja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tulihyolal.
So he alone is to blame.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
Wonderful! If you would follow me.
I take it there would be trouble if Zorolja hears of this. Isn't it a little odd for the queen to be walking about on her lonesome? Oh, these are both really good questions. Really good questions. But I definitely have to go with the second one. I do like her outfit though. Her outfit's very beautiful.
Is that concern or suspicion? If things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid?
Why he did the side eye. The tilt head and...
I jest, of course. But you do strike me as the most capable here.
Oh, well, thank you. Unfortunate, War of Light is not capable of 2 questions. Only one. Only one. I know the storm is like kind of just saying like trying to put his piece out there. I'm like, shut up, Storm. They put a ton of effort into her outfit, the gems and the shinies, the font, the new clothes. Yeah, it seems like they put a lot of effort into her outfit out of everyone else's. Very interestingly. The zone is immersive. Yeah, with the storm I got outside and this place being stormy, it's kind of helping it out. I'm just hoping everything keeps running. I think it goes without saying, but we're not going to trust her just like that, right? Anyway, you look at it, it's a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere, proclaiming herself to be a queen is suspicious. And don't you think this is the weirdest way to have another weird, mysterious girl in the very important point of the story? It feels like this is the 3rd time happening. Because you had Irene, who was very mysterious, and then you had Banal, who was very mysterious. And then now you have Sphene. I feel like Sphene is very inspired by Princess Garnet from Final Fantasy IX, considering that they named her the Queen of Alexandria. It just makes me think of that. Gets a dramatic scene and the stream cuts to black suddenly. Please no. Let's not speak it. Okay, a royal welcome. Well, having established that we should be wary, We could use more information. So let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn. Perhaps about Speen as well. And job change. Whoa. Look at that one right there. And yoink. Let's go all out. Hold on just a moment. I just want to check something. Wait, the noble bolt hound already a notch on the blade? Hold on. It's just very stormy out there. I was like, is he windy? Because if it's very windy and all that, that will cause a problem. But no, it's not very windy. Another notch on the blade. Thank you, noble bolt hound. Is the bolt hound attacking his power lines? They better not. Or get this action. That's alright. Oh, is this how they make their crops? Not right now. Leave me alone. I already defeated your friend. Do you want to take this action too? Go. Shoot. Go. Okay, I guess you asked for it. Haha. Hold on, I want to get a good look at this outfit. Wow, it is very detailed. Don't mind if I'm looking directly at you. I like it. Oh, even like this little bow, it has like a flow in it or something. Like energy pulsing. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it's really cool. I like it. Can't blame it. It invaded his home and killed his family. I guess you could ask for it. Bro. Have you ever seen such strange contraptions? I wonder what this one is used for. It looks like it's for growing crops. Kind of. If you went to the moon. Most unusual farm, but the produce appears normal enough. It's a relief to see the people here are well, at least. The innovations of Alexandria are nothing short of extraordinary. Those brick buildings, I've seen their like before, though I cannot remember where. Huh. One thing I gotta say though, I don't remember Alexandria being very technological in FF9. Same goes with Solution 9. I know Solution 9 was not technological, it was more alien. So they throw in some inspirations, but with something of their own. You like the lace bumps on her chest part? Or can you get glowy clothes? I know, right? I would love it. Yeah, I do like it too. That is nice. Alright. Sorry, Speen. I'm done looking at you. What's up? I trust you have similar farming facilities in Krile. They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all of those machines do. We settled on this approach after some trial and error. The Krile have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing, but the environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to fortify the buildings here, as well as provide what nature cannot. Electro what? Oh, what do you go? What? Whoa. Electrope. It's a material we use for Mirage devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you would follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. I don't think they will ever give that outfit to the ladies out there. It seems too exclusive for that character. Oh, you have an interest in our farmland? I'll tell you anything you want to know. Tell me more about yourself. Oh, you want to know about me? There's not much to tell, but I'm Yopetia. I've always had a fondness for the growing things, and I've gotten quite good at cooking various types of produce. I can also tell how fresh vegetables are just by looking at them. Oh, that is very talented. This is your piece, Halo, an important part of life here in the outskirts. I work alongside Yolashi, who runs the place, and we cultivate a variety of vegetables here. With the help of electro technology, we make the most of what the land has to offer and support those who we call this place. They also grow produce inside Everkeep, but it's not the same as the plants originally from Terral. This farmland is mainly used for cultivating Terralia vegetables using traditional methods. Oh, okay. Yo, I did the blue quest to save the baby calf of these things, and they even got crazy eyes. But I thought it was also kind of cute because just look at him. He's got crazy eyes too. But I also did pet it as well, you know. When I pet it, it was like meow. It was kind of cute and all that. Yeah, I took a picture. I had to get a picture of it. I was like, oh, let me get a picture of it. I gotta show it to everybody on the stream. Oh, well, it must be somewhere else. Okay. Oops, I am riding over their crop. It should be fine. Killing the wildlife, running over crops. I'm being a scandal. It's fascinating how they combine traditional bricklaying with electro-based engineering. Sorry. A curious blending of two cultures. Truly. I admit, I've seen nothing particularly suspicious yet. This is Tanawanaton Village, or at least it was, before the dome and these strange contraptions. It's a rather lively settlement, isn't it? And in defiance of this ceaseless gloom at most. It's a relief to see the people here as well. Hopefully the same can be said for everyone in Yasalani. Guess we'll find out. Oh, this song again.
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
Is this a remix of the Black Mage Village from FF9? It sounds like it. Technically, they're the enemies.
Queen Sphene? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
You look well, Paquine. And Katonye, I see you've already taken to your new position.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Namachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can. Even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence.
They all got that device on their head, besides her.
And who are these fine people?
Tuliolol's vow of resolve, Wuk Lamet, and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk Lamet is still so young. Where are my manners? I am Papone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautanrig to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa? I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Oh. Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Papone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years?
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
Wow.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
That makes sense.
Years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence.
But that was at a far faster scale than the first.
Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Meaning this is the piece of another reflection. You suppose time is still passing faster in here? I definitely think time is still passing faster inside here. So I'm gonna say it's another piece. It's gotta be.
I cannot say for certain, but I strongly suspect that to be the case. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the source's temporal flow.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sveen, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
I'll wait till the cutscene.
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yassolani.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zorolja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all, and I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine, and that's enough for me.
Dine says it's a masochist propaganda, though. No, I trust her. Hold on, let me attune first before we move on. What I was gonna say before the cutscene was ended and all that. Then I wonder how fast Ystrola has been getting the Link Pearl messages. Because if time is flowing in here really fast, a lot faster than the first, then Ystrola has to be getting messages like bam, 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 like extremely quickly. That's what I wanted to say. I didn't want to say it in a cutscene because I was like, hey, it's not worth it saying in a cutscene. One of my friends was just assigned to the role. Oh, cool. Gods, I wish it was me. If only. Oh, I didn't even get to finish it. Touring farmlands with the queen of another nation is not what I expected to spend my day. Me either, but hey, we're here. Electro-Opes has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people wanted to preserve their old ways of life, and we did not want to force ours upon them. He went to such lengths so that our cultures could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciates that. Communication is thankfully not an issue for the Turali tongue. It's surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Of course, there are words and phrases for which there is no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect and understanding and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. I'm sure there is much you wish to learn as well. So please, if you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. So, here's a big plot point of FF9 I'm gonna bring up. Alexandria was made up from Alexander, like the actual summon Alexander, or Alexander from Heaven's Ward with the Raid series. I wonder if Alexandria in this is the same way or not, considering they are they're tying a lot of 9 now. For a good while, I felt like there was a lot of Final Fantasy X influences in this. But now I'm starting to see some FF9 influences, which is very interesting. A day in the life. You give me some pie? Rather than bore you with lengthy explanations, let's head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yobi Halos it's called. And we can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I think I've already did, but sure. I guess we're off. London bridges are building up. It's not falling down now. I feel like they're building with our connections with one another here. Is it gonna be the same farmer that I've already spoken to? I have a feeling it is. Oh no, it's a different farmer. Okay. Good. What do you suppose they keep inside this building? Here we are. I'm sure you've learned a great deal from the workers here. Allow me to introduce you to Maha-Osa, one of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in Murad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of the knowledge she has shared with the other farmers is what has allowed us to place to flourish. Ugh. Queen Speen, to do what I owe this sudden shower of praise. My apologies for the interruption. I have come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's all right. So the rumors of visitors from the outside world are true. What manner of host would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here. You know me too well. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare and perhaps pepper them with a few questions. Though I do also enjoy observing and taking part in the work too. Oh, really? But it appears we have our permission. So please, walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go on ahead. I'll keep Speen company. Well, what if I want to keep her company? Don't misunderstand. I'm not a suspicious type. But given our positions, it will make sense for us to go around together. Wouldn't you say? A fair point. But be sure not to let me out of your sight. Hey, I'm just saying. I shall remain under Wuk Lamet's watchful eye. Pray, come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. Sure. Yeah, I was like, what if I wanted to spend some time with her? Okay. My duties are quite varied despite being merely a farmer. We all have to do our part if we are to prosper. Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... You wish to know about my job? I tend to the fields, mostly watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It immediately took some time until I fully understand how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everything up to code, but should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved it is. Both my parents being Alexandrian, I didn't grow up knowing much of anything about farming. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. That is true. Oh, an unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site then? Yes, sir. I want to know about this box. Well, this here is the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground. Much more spacious, and equipped with a temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside, makes sense, which also makes it a valuable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even got a few beds down there for emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electro complicate our lives. It is just a matter of learning how things work. Take my job for instance. I am presently overseeing the storage of harvest crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. Oh, the work is hard, I will not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what we do. Interesting. So that tower? That's where Alexandria is? I mean, that looks like a giant pizza right there, so... or big dome. It might make sense that there's some lives in there. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. That's true. Yes, that's true. But what are you doing here? So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at Yeppy's Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending to the animals is an absolute joy, but I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when we're shipped them off, but a job is a job. Well, I need to get back to it. But it was nice talking to you. Please, give my regards to the Queen. Will do, wherever they're at. It's a shame Kona's not here to see all these bizarre contraptions. You know, I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, oh, Kona would really love Kohana. I'm trying to remember how to say his name, but Kona will really love all this stuff because it's pretty much doing what he wants. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone would have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Well, welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. No worries. I gather you had your fill of speaking with the farmers. And let us return to Mauasa. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Everything was surprisingly normal. I was amazed that everyone loves their work. Electrope is quite impressive. Yeah, I would say everyone loves their job. That was most appealing to me. A curious observation. Do you not love your own work? Well, my work is a lot more better than most people. Oh, but I jest. It's true that the people of the outskirts seem the most fulfilled. Always. They take their duties with good cheer. I mean, it's easy to be an adventurer. I would love to be an adventurer in real life if that was able to be the case. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamachi? What? What did you call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you that by that name, and I thought... No, it's fine. As you said before, there are no need for titles and formalities. As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. That machines could be used to overcome such harsh environment is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling is understandable, indeed. Many still find the machinery beyond me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You need to worry, my queen. It happens fairly often, but simply it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. Water. We think some creatures have become charged up with the energy and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system would return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg if they are me. We got an adventurer right here. We take care of it if you like. That is the most gracious of you to offer, but it is too dangerous. Psh. Oh, there's no trouble for the vow of resolve with Trulala. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Anthony's even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us that long. No, not at all. And very well, I am gratefully accept. But please, take all care. No problem. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for the lightning charged fiends on our own. Good hunting. Sorry for dragging you into our trouble. It seems too dangerous. Don't hesitate to retreat. Psh, no worries. I do not doubt your strength, but please be careful. Wait, what is this? Oh, survey. Okay. If it's a hound, it's gonna get the blade. Oh no, it's a thunder spirit, but looks mean. Alright, supercharge. Get out of here. Wuk Lamet, where you at? Got me doing all the work? I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, Gunbreaker got a upgrade too, so I wonder. I'll have to figure it out later. It was just an animation reduce. Aha, I be Lamachi. Ah, you're both all right. Thank goodness. Oh, they weren't too big of a problem. You really needn't have to worry so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now, right? Of course I was worried. You're my dearest guest. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed, with this, we won't have to ask Zorajaw's machines for help. So he created the machines. They weren't created with her. I think she did stated that though. Yeah. He's been making a concurrent effort to bolster his forces, sparring but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen's Fiend. That's enough, Malwaswa. If you have grievance, I will hear them later. But to speak of the king now... No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyway, thanks for letting us know and toward the farm. The folk here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us a little bit more uplifting words. My people are a pride and joy. You've never failed to let us know, and nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. Aw. They are very much alike. You seem a good sword fiend, I'll admit that. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. Ha 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 ha. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine the villainy your majesty has committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to the untold suffering. Failure is inconceivable. Wow. That's pretty deep from her. Now, I believe we are done with the farm. Let us move on, shall we? Could she be mentioning the previous ruler, maybe? Throw a jaw, you bastard. On the cloud. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will be also have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come and visit us anytime. London Bridge is falling down. For something to the story of this queen somewhere. If we are going by FF9 and its story, I would think that probably the previous queen was probably not the best person on treating their people. So she's probably just picking up cues of that. And that's why she has gotten very emotional right there. There's so much to Alexandria I'd love to show you. Okay. Do you hear that?
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right.
Oh. Oh, you serious?
Oh, Wuk.
What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me, Wuk Lamet.
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ah, that's how everyone's been coming back to life.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait! Where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
Why am I still here?
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end. Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower.
Right.
In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding.
It's interesting that this reflection doesn't know too much about it, but it makes sense because the 13th didn't know too much about it either. Only the first and the source knew about different reflections.
I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm.
Ooh.
The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sven's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder.
Oh, we're actually going there?
Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs.
Oh, we're going to Solution 9 already.
Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoralja resides.
That's fine.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question.
Yeah, good question.
Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
The memory was wiped?
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Hold on, I need to check my Google Cloud. Yeah, suspicious. Very suspicious. So if someone dies, they just store all the memory of that person into a cloud-based area. And then, like, their memory is wiped of them. How can you upload yourself? Well, all you need is those little dongle thingies. All these dang people using the cloud. This is very unsettling. Yeah. We'll see how it is with the other people. As far as I could tell, Popone genuinely had no recollection of Namika. Excuse me, I've never seen nor heard of anything like this before. What is a cloud? And does it have like different types of weather? Not that type of cloud. Then what is it? What's going on? How could Popone suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing happen to the others as well, I wonder? There's only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene afterwards at the Aetheryte. I thought we were gonna head east. Well, I guess we'll worry about it later. I'm naked. Don't forget your iCloud password or you won't be able to access yourself. Oh gosh, you know how dark that would be? Sheesh. Your iCloud password. 85% of people are screwed. I can't access my memory. What am I? Who am I? I need a password reset. An old woman named Namika? I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry, I couldn't be of help. It's strange that they will have this happen because they said that we'll keep her memory within them at all times. But then, like, it's gone. Very suspicious. What's that? Do I know Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. Use a password manager if you're going to upload yourself, please. That's actually not a bad idea, actually. Yeah. Everyone needs to upload and have a password manager. Oh, yeah, she's not here. How fares your new Everkeep assignment? And he doesn't answer her. How rude. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and if you say that it's a woman named Namika, while I can't say for certain if it was her, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she'll just be taken up to the cloud. Just imagine if that was to happen to you. Like a relative pass away, and you forget all about them, and then you're told, oh, they're in the cloud. In a way, I kind of get why she does it, though. She doesn't want everyone to mourn her death, is what I'm thinking. Like, there might be good intentions, but it just sounds bad. So it's the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic to alter the memories of those, many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the act too, and I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Popone seemingly forgot, a light in the device in his head began to blink. I was just gonna say that. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells, right? But who might we ask about this? If we continue making such inquiries, I expect we would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Chechia instead. Sphene said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. What the heck? There's like a little computer thing. Impossible! Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. What? Run away! Should we give chase? I think I understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing, I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. I was getting right past Alizé. It's faster than it looks. I do not see it. Okay, let's talk to Krile first. No sign of it over here. Nothing but birds over here. That voice, could it be? Is his mother turned into a robot? Because if so, that's gonna be sad. Very sad if his mother turned into a robot. I see it. You found it. Yep. And it just went in that cave looking area. Right up there. To the northeast. Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. By the way, the thunderstorms and all that outside done calm down. The stones in those crates, could it be turquoise? I think it's safe to assume it went into the mines. An old coil mine. It appears to have been long since abandoned, like so many other places. So it went in here. I heard faint voices coming from inside. So it's not alone. But we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. Maybe. But I think it's probably going to be a small village of those little robots. That's what I'm going to think. Oh, hey, ether current. Well, don't mind if I grab that real quickly. Thank you. And that's a big bat. Wow, that's a huge bat. It would appear no one has worked these tunnels in quite some time. I'm not worried. We've had to improvise countless times before, after all, right? A device made with electrode. It seems to be the only one here. This tunnel just keeps going. I can hear them, several people up ahead. I came back out this conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on your guard.
What is this?
Aaronville!
A trap?
It really is you!
Huh?
Huh?
Who?
had to get a look at you in the light, and I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Alexandria.
Yeah, that's definitely his mother.
My darling, what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
You want one? I kind of want one too. Fussy little bun bun? Yeah, I gotta go with that one.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
If you max everything out at 100, you get one? Oh, I'm totally doing it then. That's easy.
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galoo Jaja's kitten?
Kitten? Oh my gosh, this girl.
I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Alexandria was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you knew my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in! Friends of my Alexandria are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
So what happened to her?
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
The Allegans have machines that could be controlled remotely. Is she using something similar to communicate with us? Wow, what is this song? Interesting song. I say I don't understand what's going on, but the Lee's Chachia is safe. At this point, I doubt anything could possibly surprise me. Anvil's mother's a floating machine? Right, that makes about as much sense as everything else thus far. As far as I could tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of a few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what happened, we'll need to ask her. This is a remix FF9 song? Really? Thema Tantalus? Oh! Aaronville is conflicted by this long-faded reunion. Let's hear what she has to say. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Baldesion? It's been a while since I've heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion, we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zorojaw's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see, whimsical appearances, notwithstanding, yours is a serious case. So we can't see Aaronville's mother just yet. Right you are. Though the truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is... As I expected, you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds, right? Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original mission. Then does that mean you know who and what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago. Our mission statement has become more of a legend than passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zorojaw. That face. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your head. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro-technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operation. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of a wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expands a soul to bring them back to life. I have a feeling that they're probably using someone else's whole soul to be able to do that. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packed in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to the sudden death, such as an accident. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls as a common resource in payment for services rendered. Could it be when we saw the attack, that was what was taken? It was ether and their soul. The voiced practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect the act comes with the same risk, or some risk. Oh, we're bringing up Zero. I like this. See, now that feels more relevant. A lot more relevant. Doesn't it dilute your senses of self? When the conscience of others corrupt your own. Yes, yes, that's what it was happening. That was mostly what was happening. Yeah, I gotta go with the second one. That is to prevent through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Yeah, that's exactly what was going on with her. She was pretty much being somebody else instead of who she was. And then she became a, I forgot what it was called, a void sense or something like that. You know, Xenos was controlling her as a Reaper and all that. And then she became free in a sense, but she still wasn't fully herself. Memory management? Then the reason everyone has forgotten Amika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearers, so if they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else's die. Yeah. Reason being is that the regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. I figured. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss, right? So this is what it means, what is meant by their memories will be in the cloud. Indeed, all memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. Ah, that is the memory portion. So the other one has to be the soul. And we've seen that. The result is a fresh soul cell free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. No, this is the soul. Okay. So what was the orange portion? Meanwhile, the memories are stored in a core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to Yakoi philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it, right? Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encased in Alexandria, the system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believe was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe that Turali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Sphene didn't strike me as the sort of a ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoraja. Awfully kind of her to point you in the direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice: live with the risk of the true death or security of the regulators. Everything that lives must die someday. That is the natural order of things. Quite right. But whoever you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw for it yourself. And I'm just a person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right away. Right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me, you'll find out. Yeah, now I'm starting to hear the theme so much more. I wonder why they decided to remix it like this. It's like very different, but I guess it makes sense to make it different in a way. London Bridge is falling down for whoever wearing the regulators sometimes. Wait, there's an extra room back here. Okay. Take care not to get struck by lightning out there. One fella reckoned you could dodge them by jumping back the instant there's a flash, but that's a crazy if you ask me. One fellow reckoned you'd... Titus? From FF10? Firearms make the most sense for people who doesn't have combat training like us. That's why we salvage as many as we can from the mechanical soldiers and convert them for our use. Nostalgia is my... Her name is... Oh, wait. Her name is actually Nostalgia? No, it's spelled a little different. My twin sister. Like most people, we both used to wear the regulators, but, well, let's just say a lot happened. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of FF9 and 10 references in here, which is good. I like that they... You forgot Nostalgia? This is someone we already met? Was she in the base? Oh no, can I go? Let's go back in and see. Oh, she was literally... I didn't read her name. I just saw her. I didn't read her name. Like, I didn't read hers. My bad, my bad. I didn't read her name. Don't be mad at me. I just saw that you can talk to her and that was it. I didn't think of anything else. My bad. Forgotten. She was just a memory. My regulator removed the memories of her. To alter the memories of the populace with such precision is no small feat. What does she intend to show us? I'm sorry, but I just can't accept the idea of using souls as a resource. Me either. Me either. Weird to see how regulators work, but how? I think someone's gonna have to dodge a lightning strike, but if they don't dodge it, they're gonna die, and they're gonna use a soul cell to come back. I think that's what's gonna happen. So those regulators are to blame for everyone forgetting Namika, for forgetting what a wonderful person she was, and potentially probably using her soul too. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunderyard's hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. Oh, never mind. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. I thought someone was gonna have to try dodging lightning strikes, but I guess not. It's gonna be mostly fighting fiends. It would have been hilarious. I agree. It would have been very hilarious to see. Defective Sentry? Well, you know, we gotta fight it. No, stop that. You're done. Well, that was fun. Good battle. You're defective anyways. Judging by its name, I take it this facility is for gathering lightning energy. What do you think of this box? I'm guessing food? Food, supplies, maybe, yeah. Let's get this over with. It made a little whoop noise. Striker will show you what life can be like wearing a regulator, okay? While I'm not blind to the potential benefits of these regulators, the risk inherent in giving another party the power to alter your memories cannot be overstated. Never mind the ethical considerations of using souls in such a fashion. I agree. Given the opportunity, I should very much like to study Electrobe on behalf of the students. She's always saying something in behalf of the students. Chachia, what are you doing here and with so many friends? My apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assume they were wearing special regulators like the Queen's Fiend's crown. Wait, the Queen's crown is a regulator? But they aren't wearing anything at all. Well, I'm wearing a crown too. It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they struck by lightning or attacked by beasts? I can assure you they are all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Chacha said that you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact that they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Kakia? Kakia? Is that how you see it? Kakia? Kakia? And does his wear crown on the side of the head? Oh yeah, my crown is on the side of the head, so it makes sense. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to the hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. A special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. Kakia. Y'all having me doing this again. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of. If it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course. In which case, it'll be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of demonstration. Oh. Well, shoot. That's no problem for me. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay where we can. Well, that's easy. Come on, Alize, we could do this. And Lamachi is on the same level, too. Need some help trying to do the pronunciations and all that? My fuzzy little bun was never any good at fighting, and this body of mine isn't suited to it either. We leave this work to your capable hands. Well, thank you. I'm afraid I must leave the fighting to you. It's okay, I can understand. Ka like crow? Ka. Wait, Kakia? Kakia? Kakia. Is that how you say it? Kakia. Q like Cuba. Kakua. Kakua. Yep, okay, cool. Kakua. Akiwa. I got it. See, that was good right there. Great job. Thank you. Oh, this one's charged. All right, well, let's go. I'm charged too. Fully charged. Well, didn't mean to put that too, but... Still stand. Get out of here. Any more? Oh, another group. Okay. I gotta make sure I remember. Kakiwa. Oh, that doesn't seem too bad. Ugly thing. This one would do nicely. Sure you got it? You look a little worried there for a second. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let's help. Let's help. Oh no. Look out! Preserve. She needs healing. A little jingle noise. The sound effects is what gets me. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. Told you not to worry. Only take a moment. Oh, dang. Done launched the thing. Oh, she can re-smash. She toppled, launched, and smashed it. All by herself. Just like Saralja, yeah. I kind of figured that everyone probably got access to that too. Come on, let's get out of here. That's also a function of the regulator? Monk in PvP? Yeah, very much. Wait, you want me to call Arenville's mother a baddie? Stop. I think I understand now how Zoraja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa, but I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at the Vanguard who did the same. Yeah. So you crossed paths with one of the king's elites. Such a form could only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they're allowed hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. So there's only a limited supply. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of people and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. What about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you will grow more agile and feral, as you saw Striker. Using several of the same type at once, however, will result in a physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws, too many and you'll become more beast than man. That's what happened to the guy at the Vanguard. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings becomes more and more reminiscent of Voidsent. Yeah, it does. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Oh shoot, I didn't even think of that. Different means to achieve similar ends. Yeah, it was very much like Monk in PvP, how she was attacking the beast and all that. And I definitely feel that same pain. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. So none of them can make it to the ethereal sea. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all of this was developed hundreds of years ago. Civilization and a reflection are surprising indeed. Yeah, I don't need nothing to perform my help me on my performance, because I have all the soul within myself and I don't need to do any of that. He does have a mysterious unknown origins of a crown on his head though. Really? It's from Little Lady's Day. and it doesn't give me power performances or enhancements to kill any peaceful creatures. When Emisok spoke of surprising civilizations and other reflections, I wonder if he had Alexandria in mind. Oh, that's a good point. Having seen the beauty of the ethereal sea firsthand, I simply can't accept what they've done here in Alexandria. I agree. I understand this is part of their culture, but it's also no less disconcerting. Okay. Speen speaks of Live's experience that suggests she's far older than she appears. Considering the power of these regulators, perhaps it's not so far-fetched. Maybe. I've never seen it for myself, but it's said that if a beast's soul is potent enough, a single soul is enough to induce a monstrous transformation, which we've witnessed. While we all have our thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is we know what power Zorajal has at his disposal. It's one thing to separate corporal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Toyalao's concern. With his newfound power, Zoralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped, no matter the cost. Wow, not enough to get me to the next level. Regulators give Zoralja a frightful advantage, and that's just one of the devices he's gotten his hands on. If we're to have a chance of defeating him, we have to learn all that we can about the technology he has at his disposal. Embracing Oblivion. I trust you gain an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I've overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you will need some time to digest it all, but for now, let's head back to the earth and sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with everyone. Let's take a moment before we head to the tunnel. Okay. Alright, let's speed this up. Running low on time. Marco is sucking the lifeblood out of our planet. What does Lemachi wish to discuss? I wonder. Tis well that we could see firsthand how regulators are used to draw upon even the souls of fiends. I shudder to imagine how powerful Zorajal could become. To think that everyone has lived here for 30 years, long enough to become accustomed to the way of life. I understand the argument that we should keep an open mind if this practice is integral to their culture, but every fiber of my being rails against it, and that's understandable. I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuyolong and Alexandria. And while Zoralja knows everything about us, we hardly know anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't even seen what lies within the enormous tower Everkeep. So here, I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kakiwa. We work with Kakiwa and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We've only just met them, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust. But the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zoralja. Speen too claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. May I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Arenville's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Speen may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point. In knowing Zoraja, we must assume that his arrangement with Speen was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone will agree that any help we can get will be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind that machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuyolao. As you say, we have no proof that it's really Kakiwa. But I make my proposal in a full awareness of this. Once I read it a few times, I'll get it. Good save. Whether we're going to save or striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy. And when the time comes, strike down Zoraja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Arenville. You've always had great instincts, honed for your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? That's your mom, you little bun. If it's a trap, then we'll deal with it when it's sprung. I trust you as well. Yeah. That's always the way of it with you. Fine. If you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Then it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. I'm guessing his mother is actually inside of Solution 9 at this point. And she can't actually be outside of Solution 9 for reasonings. That's my guess as of right now. I agree with Wuk Lamet. It's a gamble regardless of whether or not we choose to work with the people here, and more knowledge is better than less. While I'm here for dealing with Zoraja, we need to consider how our actions may affect ordinary Alexandrians. They're not the enemy after all. The vow of resolve is possessed of the conviction and flexibility both, if the tales are true. She learned much in the course of the Rite of Secession. With the resources at their disposal, I'm hopeful that the Kakiwa and her people will make great allies. I'm unaccustomed to seeing her make decisions like a ruler. Better than her formal vacillating self, though? I don't think I've ever seen that word before. Inglés? You understand how regulators work now, I trust? It's one of those things that best seen in action. I agree. Nostalgia? The wildlife can be dangerous out there. You need to take care of your... You don't wear a regulator. Yeah. Oh, hello again. Alright, that was a little weird. Kakiwa. There's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zoraja. Oh, the face on the machine. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when the time comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zoraja in the light of this. I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. Oh. I realize that this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal, so fight with me, I beg you. Oh, you know what, as I look at them, they are twins. It's just one got shorter hair and the other one doesn't. As you say, our goals align. I don't doubt your resolve in the least. Well, it had little angry faces. Okay, that's cute. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fuzzy little bun bun. Oh, he's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Thank you, Kakiwa. Everyone, together we'll achieve great things. I'm sure of it. Then, let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zoraja's whereabouts. Is there a palace inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the utmost level, but while Queen Sphene has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it can only be the queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zoraja will eventually march onto Yolao again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents will be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Tuyolao. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kanoa, who bested him in the right of succession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawnservent, and he won't let his minions deprive him of that pleasure. Then why hasn't he prepared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of our presence here. At that rate, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm, but if he won't deign to appear, then we'll force him to do so. So how do you suppose of that? Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolute no interest in confrontation. Knowing him, he would tire of waiting and turn his attention to Kanoa instead. He will attack Tuyolal again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Any campaign against Tuyolal requires that Zoraja leads his forces through Vanguard. We'll have the lookouts keep an eye on it day in, day and night. Cool. Such a strategy is certainly valuable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be able to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Yestola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of developments. You can leave Vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sign of movement. seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zoraija to move, you do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you Oblivion's main headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we've relocated right inside that tower, the resident district of Solution 9. I figured she was. Makes sense. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Oh, about that. Speen said that she'll make it so that we can enter without issue. She did? Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the centuries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as a guest. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when we're working together. Well, I got my eyes on that one. That one's a cute one. Hello there. Nice to meet you. Your sister is nice, but okay. Yeah. See, she's even the nicer one. That's the way she talks. Okay. I was just kidding. Just kidding. While Oblivion has operatives all over, we're the main crew here. I am Goide, the leader of this hideout. And the dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayaki. Waywaki? I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and preserving. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayaki is a Tonawatan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right, our mother is Tuyalalin and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. You know, I want to kind of do something like that. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I can carry part of her with me. Oh, that's nice. So what made you decide to join the Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Oh, something happened. Ambrose was his name. Wow, that's a very cool name. And years ago, he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first, we clung to the hope that he'd be released. But when months went by with no word from about him, we made the decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost the memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They all forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. Oh, that bastard. Even here, he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion, hoping to get justice for our father. We joined the order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. Oh, no worries. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too? Go on. I'm pretty much the same story for her. And while mine is a Tonawatan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go and see it with my own eyes, our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful, the food delicious. Oh, wait until you try those tacos. Oh my gosh, some tacos. And everyone is so nice, you'll love it. And that's us here. You'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts all. Ah, Alice Specia. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kakiwa, and she talks about you so much. It's clear how important you are to her. That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Well, I thank you for the pie. Meanwhile, in Everkeep. Ooh, we get to see the inside. What does it look like? Oh, big beefy Zoraja right there. Mecha lizard.
You've been consulting with Wuk Lamet. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wuk Lamet bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse.
Yeah, he cheated.
Wuk Lamet and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I could easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Wuk Lamet, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuliolal.
What now?
Dun dun dun. Yay. Cool. By the way, You want to watch yourselves around the mechanical soldiers roaming outside. They're malfunctioning and may attack unprovoked. My sister's something of an introvert, so I take it it's on myself to watch over her. Oh yeah? By some same token though, she's extremely cautious and observant. That makes her great for reconnaissance. Nice. They say the sky outside the barrier is truly beautiful. I'd love to see it one day. Yeah, Zoraja's become a mecha lizard that cheated. And poor Speen. I'm pretty sure we'll figure something out for Speen. I'm sure we will. Job change. 12 helper if she's mentioned anything embarrassing. It takes a small amount of courage to oppose Zoraja and his army. The members of Oblivion must be driven indeed. Nostalgia and Wayawaki remind me of Alphino and myself, similar, but so very different. We should chat sometime. Trade twin tales. Oh, that's cute. At long last, we're entering the tower. Not that I'm excited or anything. Not unduly. Hey, I agree, Graha. Let's celebrate. Let's go. Okay, Solution 9. Not the Solution 9 from FF9, though. Right. Kakiwa is waiting. Let's head to the tower. You had to use a revive an animal soul to win? Right, I agree. It's ridiculous that he decided to become a mecha lizard and used a lot of cheat codes just for him to win. He's a coward. A very weak coward that is over here disappointed to the fact that Wuk Lamet and Kanoa was able to do so much better than the both of them. Or, yeah, him. He probably uses items in Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, he probably does use items. Oop, didn't mean to use arm's length. Defective turret. Since I don't have to worry about the dot debuff anymore. Still am disappointed that they removed the dots though. Didn't have to remove the dot. Now you're on his side. Oh, we're just right here. At least there was no LB to use. No LB, no LB3 to revive him or anything. It was already defective. Picking on the cripple. Oh, come on. It was defective. Might as well put it out of his misery. Mechanical Sentry. The core system is presenting updating the registered user data. Okay. Ah, there you are. If Queensbean has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right on in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zoraja minions to deal with. No thanks. Nothing for it but to see if Speen has betrayed us, eh? I think she was able to get us that before Zoraja was saying his piece, though. So we might be good. Thank you for your diligent services, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you be so kind. Outrunner guide unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guest of Queen Speen. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I've been waiting a long time to get here. I keep some wildlife alive. Whoa.
Everkeep. A tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Wow, this kind of reminds me of Academia from 13 too.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore?
Yes.
I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralj's dominion, do you not?
You had me at Explorer. I definitely would say that. We do need to better understand who and what we're dealing with here. I gotta go with the first one.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. The elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
They're so ready to look around too.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector.
I saw that Ethernet.
The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
Alizé and Graha.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
precautions, you understand? Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in him. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Yep.
Wait, what? You did? Alexandria, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together?
Yeah, sure. Everyone's in groups, besides Krile, but...
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Why you say no? You want Graha to come back, but you said no to her? I don't mind it. This song is really good. Yes. I like this song. It's a very nice song. Okay. I thought this place would be a lot bigger, but it might be just, it could be a little daunting. Wow. Yeah, this place very much reminds me of Academia from Final Fantasy XIII 3. Not 3, 13 2. Cool. Very cool. Wait, you know they needed a hook in their marketing, but they shouldn't have revealed the futuristic stuff early. I actually agree with that. I really do wish that they didn't show what this was. Like, I wish they would have saved a lot of this for whenever we played it for ourselves. And I think that would have been so much more better. So much better. You already explored with Lamet for like 15 other times? True, but this is kind of her story, alongside with Krile. So I feel like both Krile and Wuk Lamet should have been our little exploring team in this one. You can buy this song with a good chunk of work. That's fine with me. Whatever way it helps me get it. It's a lo-fi version of the Disney song that played during the ceremony. Oh, it is? Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. It kind of does sound like it now that you mention it. I like it. Definitely twerking music. Alright, well, let's see this Ethernet shard over here. And then I know the big one's over there, so we're gonna have to grab that. But we'll follow along with Wuk Lamet first. You look forward to me singing the Disney song on a Final Fantasy XIV karaoke night? I don't know about that one, Chief. Tower's inside of a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. So where's the Arcadian at? Where's the motherboard? Where the heck is the motherboard at? Look for the giant graphics card? Yeah, graphics card. Where's that at? Wait, is that it? Nah, that ain't it. Alright, excuse me, Lamet. Not close enough. Whoa, that looks dangerous. Cool, we got that. Set that as my home point. A crossroads already? This place is too much. I have no idea where I want to go. Right. I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building over there. Over there? That building? Okay. It's a massive graphics card in the east side? You said the same thing. I probably can't see it from this angle. Probably gonna have to move somewhere else. Right, but you know, that looks dangerous, so. Their faces.
Ah, there you are, Lamati.
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one.
You know, I just thought about it. Solution 9 and FF9 had a bunch of alien monkey bodies. Where are they at? Okay, that's not happening here.
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zoralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you asked the impossible. Zoralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zoralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please. So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
Yeah.
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me.
I mean, I had an interest in you ever since I first saw you. You're very mysterious.
Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Cool. Nuh-uh. You want to see how many times Wuk Lamet clenches her fist and me punches my fist? You know, I didn't even think about that until you said it. You think everyone have arthritis when they get old? From like all of this stuff? With Speen as our guide, we needn't fear getting lost. True, and I wanted her to be our guide. Makes sense for her to be our guide. The Queen's Tour. Oh, that's a cute little picture right there. Let's begin then, shall we? I must say, I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing, I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near ley nodes, what you call etherites. Remember this, and you won't lose your way. Makes sense. She's mysterious and hot. Well, let's... I mean, she's kind of cute, but I don't know too much about her to say anything yet. Not that it seems all that busy. Now then, seeing as it's right here, I will show you the Nyx's arcade first. Please follow me. Right, we're not busy. We're here for a reason. We got other things. I mean, we do have things going on, but we're not too busy. I see a Moogle. Is that a car? I see a bike. This complex is home to all the manner of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast as you observe. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Wow. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. How'd you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs. Is that a teleporter? Do you see the glowing pattern over yonder? Funny for her to say that. That is an automatic conveyor. Automatic. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. That will spare us some walking. Are they also made from the strange metal electro? What is it? Yes, the conveyors are powered by electrodes. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. What? By etching arcane circuits upon it, electrode can be used to convert lightning energy to those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, A conversion to wind produce flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. And conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat and is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that will keep your drink warm. Wow, where can I get one of those? Can you make a drink cold if you convert into ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines just do that. What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air with wind while projecting light with lightning, it is possible to alter one's appearance. It's almost scary what you can do with Electro. If such a wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it. Don't think too much on it, please. This shop over here, what does it sell? Ah, yes, let's go and take a look. I dare say you will find it interesting. Oh, really? Well, hold on. Let me go find the Ethernet around here. Oh my gosh, I have a feeling there's a lot of people here. Oh, lordy. As soon as I started hearing talking. Got 7 million gil burning a hole in your pocket? You can buy a bike. Nuh-uh. Wait, really? Is that how much it costs? Welcome to the Savage area? Oh, so this is where everyone is for Savage. See Gemstone Trader. I see a Mender. Green. Yeah, there's a lot of people here I can see. Oh, what is this? Miscellany. Oh, a mount. Another mount. And a head. I see you sleeping. I see you in your bed. Okay. Check the vendor on the other side of the wall. Oh, nobody over here. Ain't nobody over here. Air Wheeler vendor? Holy... Wait, is it... So there's no other way to get it? You just have to do this? Alright, I got the money. Too bad I won't be able to pop it out here. Oh, it's this bike. Okay, cool. I wonder if it's actually very fast. Put it in favorites for now. The fight is pretty crazy. I mean, I had the money, so why not? Oh, Splendor and Script Exchange. Okay, cool, cool. We'll check out all those stuffs once we get there. What is all of this? This shop sells food. Those are items on the counter. That's food? I can't imagine what they taste like. I thought you might be surprised. Our countrymen were two in the beginning. Come, you must sample something. Choose one and I will purchase it. Welcome, friends. How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The five items on display are our most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time. Oh, we get to choose? Select an item that interests you. Slab of pink hexagons. Liquid-filled pouch. Long rectangular bar. Hexagon pattern bag. Black and yellow tin. Speaking of snacks, which one will I choose? What's in the bag? Ah, yes, the salad paste. This is designed for those who are concerned about their figure. With its blend of 9 varieties of vegetables, it will help you efforts to slim down. Fashion models swear by it, and you can't get enough of its stuff either. Okay, well, let me see what the other ones are at least. This here is a cultivated steak. It's not quite the same as the real thing. They're produced in the outskirts, but it's site more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label, and it's delicious hybrid of beef and chicken grown at the plant on the 4th level. Yeah, I did say I want to stay healthy. The steak sounds pretty good, not gonna lie. What's this one? Keen on the perfect meal bar, are you? It's all the nutritions your body needs packed in a single foodstuff. The flavor of this formulated to never taste dull, and one bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Really? Many folks prefer this on taking multiple meals. That will actually be extremely helpful. Ah, the reviving tunic. I take it you're thirsty. Not for the queen, of course. The flavor of a sublime blend of sweet and salty, and it stays fresh for over 10 years thanks to the special container. That's very handy. The synthetic fruit pellets. I knew this was fruit. You were questioning about the grapes during Shadowbringers, how they look like a bunch of squares and pyramids. Well, don't worry, we made them into hexagons this time. The approximation of the taste and the texture of grape. I've never tried the real fruit, so I can't say how faithful they are, but there's no denying their popularity. I mean, just come on, the grapes. You had to think about that. I'm gonna have to go with the middle one. Keep me a snack for a whole entire day that I'm good. That has all the nutritions that I need in my body. Sounds perfect for someone like me. Well, they're all very tempting. I'm gonna have the steak. I don't blame you for going that steak because that was my second choice. I was gonna go for that. I'm absolutely starving. Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty's treat is bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selections here and now? It's been a long time since we had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. Wow, where did these people come from? Are you gonna send that through the monitor? This is a great chance to learn about Alexandria's culture, Anthony. Let's dig in. I'll take that, thank you. That sweet bar. Alright, here we go. Following Wuk Lamet's lead, you sample your selection. Not the canned steak. Amazing! I've never had any meat like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like Renique, and the spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day. Yeah. Huh, don't mind them. They're just happy to see your honest reaction. And then what about you? Well, I'm still kind of hungry. It's interesting. It's pretty good. It's fantastic. Well, I can't really say because I didn't have it. How can I say? You give me the choice, but I can't even say it. I didn't even try it. Like, I was expecting Yoshi P to come through the monitor, smack me in the face with this bar, and tell me to try it. but I didn't get that. Oh well. It's pretty good. I can't lie. Snap it to the futuristic Slim Jim. I don't even know what to say. I can't really. I'll just say it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Haha, it's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humoring me. This does take me back, though it was chaotic when the people of Tuyolal first arrived. We endeavored to learn about one another and embrace our differences. Ah, right. About you, Speen. Aren't you having something to eat too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now. Thank you. Alright, but what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Why do you wish to know this? Well, if we're gonna get to know each other, I gotta know that at least. Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's true. That's what my old man believed. My experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food. Is it such a difficult question? Yes, it is. There's too much good food out there. I'm sorry, it's just when I think of those who labor to bring us food, I can't settle on one thing. I agree. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you didn't need to laugh about it. Momojaw? Baby Momojaw over here creeping. Ah, there's a person inside you. Move. Thank you. My favorite food, that is a question I may never be able to answer. I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well. Next, I'm thinking of showing you the residential sector, but it's in part so I can tend to the personal matters. It's a visitation to be precise, and I believe it will be educational for you as well. Would you two of you mind accompanying me? I don't know. Wonderful. Let me know when you have seen enough here, and we'll make our way. I was just wondering what kind of homes they'll have here. Yeah, about that. Unfortunately, we're out of time for tonight, so we're gonna have to stop it here. Sorry I had to stop mid-tour, but it's getting late. I'm running out of time, so we're gonna have to end it on a little cliffhanger. But we'll continue on with some more Solution 9 goodness, though, later. No? I was waiting on all of y'all to say, no, no! Well, how much longer is it? I would say, if any of you remember how much longer the tour is, because like if we're gonna have like a little brief moment in between each one of these things at the tour, and that means we're gonna be here for like another hour. It's a bit long. It's long. Oh yeah, so we're gonna have to stop it here. Definitely gonna have to stop it here. If I'd known that it was gonna be long, I probably would have stopped before we did the tour. But I'm glad that I was able to make it to at least Solution 9 tonight. That was like my biggest goal, was to try to make it to Solution 9. Didn't even know we were gonna make it here tonight, but I'm glad that we did. And go fly the bike. You want me to go fly the bike right now? Let's get it. All right, let's check out this. Cool. Whoa, cool. All right, I like that. That is pretty cool. All right, sorry I had to end it right here in mid-tour. The Queen's gonna have to wait a little bit, but we will be back to do some more of it.